Yes, indeed. All right, this is just a practice. If anybody put that in the top tank, whatever it is, I'm just trying to practice on this live just to make sure to see how it go. Right now it's saying I am live on YouTube. So I just want to make sure that everything is going all right. If so, then I could be able to do it live on YouTube tonight. And that's where I'm gonna start doing most of my recordings. I'm gonna be doing them on most of my lives. I'm gonna be doing it on YouTube instead of Facebook because the Facebook have so many restrictions. Even I get copyright um, restrictions and fragments on the instrumentals that I use, which is on Ecamm Live. When you pay for that prescription, whatever recordings that you do, you are covered. All right, you are covered for whatever recording you do during the time you are up under that paid subscription. It is covered. You have the right to use it. All right, it's not a copyright strike or anything that go against you. But Facebook will copyright you, and then what I found out that um, they will silence certain parts of your video as well. So with using YouTube and things like that, I never had that problem. So what I'm gonna be doing is going live on YouTube, and you can catch it on YouTube, and then I'll be posting it on Facebook. When I post it on Facebook, it won't actually play on Facebook. It will send you to the link to be able to go to the YouTube page. Just because of the things that you go through with Facebook, as far as doing that. But if we just go live just to do some talking or something like that, then maybe it could be on Facebook. But I think I'm gonna gear everything over towards YouTube. So I'm trying to try this out to make sure that everything go well with it. And if it do go well, then we'll continue to keep going on there. I got to do some more stuff to upload, to get more upload speed and things like that, because I want to make sure that my live stay going through and not cutting out. That's the problem I've been having with going live, especially when I was going live on YouTube. It will play for a while, then it will cut out. So I don't know if that has something. I think it might have a lot to do with the internet service. So right now I'm actually um up under another internet service, not the one in my house, but I'm up under another service right now that I'm using to see how everything going so far. We 3 minutes in. Now 3 minutes is not compared to an hour or 30 minutes. All right, but I'm gonna try to get it to a point where we can start doing these lives and everything and make sure everything be okay when we start going live to do things on YouTube. All right. There's going to be some changes coming up anyway, so I'm trying to get all this stuff together, but hopefully everything right. So what I'm doing now, I'm going on my YouTube. It shouldn't be showing. I don't think it will, but oh yeah, it is. Let's play it. Right. Restrictions and fragments on the instrumental. All right. So as you can hear that, everything's good. Instrumentals that yeah. I use, which everything is on Ecamm Live. When you pay for their prescription, whatever recordings that you do, you are covered. All right, you are covered for whatever recording you do during the time you are under their paid subscription. Yeah. Let me stop that. It is covered. All right, so that's what we're doing. So I got one. Maybe I'm the one person that's watching it, but if I'm not, I think I just stopped it. Let me see if I go off. Is that me? Is that me? Okay. All right. Yeah. So everything I'm gonna be doing is gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube. Like I said, this is a test run to see how everything go because Facebook has been giving me these copyright things, and I have the permission to use the instrumentals and things that I use due to I have a paid membership subscription with not only Ecamm Live. I do that. This is why I do all my video footage on and everything. But I use Ecamm Live for that. but I have a paid prescription for to use music and things like that through Epidemic Sound. So Epidemic Sounds is what I use all my music through, and it's free to use when you are up under that paid prescription. You don't have to worry. I mean, subscription. You ain't got to worry about people um, coming at you, trying to sue you, trying to get copyright strikes on your pages or anything like that. So a lot of people don't know everything is not free to use. All right. This even with pictures and things like that. When you are using certain graphics and things off of just say for instance if you go on Google and you end up going to images, just say if you want an image of a certain background, it could be a background of a city or a background um of a a certain scenery or anything like that. But those backgrounds, everything is some of those are licensed. All right. So if you are using licensed material and you don't have the right to use it, you can get in some little trouble on that. All right. I'm not saying you can get, big trouble, but it might can depend on what you are using it for. All right. So I tell people go to things like if you're gonna be using things, be covered on what you use. Even like dude, you can go to Canva. If you use Canva, you can use their things and stuff like that. But they even have redefined line to these things before you start using things, especially if you're making logos and things like that. Just read between the fine line and fine print so you can know what to do and what you can do and what you can't do. All right. So I'm gonna be making videos on trying to help people with doing live streaming and things like that on equipment that you can use. Man, listen, I made a whole lot of bad buys. It's just like I bought a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be buying because for the simple fact that I didn't need to buy because for the simple fact I was trying to get into live streaming to do things for the pandemic. Our church had closed and things like that. So I was trying to keep in contact with people and keep people informed and keeping the word of God going out. But I didn't really know anything about computers. I didn't know anything about um, memory and all that stuff for for gigabytes in it. I didn't know none of that stuff. All right, but what I did, I started doing research. In my research, I was doing it on YouTube. So when I started doing all these things on YouTube, I started finding out about laptops. Certain laptops you can use, certain ones you can't. The first one I actually went to go buy was a Chromebook, but I didn't know the Chromebook. Chromebook is good for students. It's good for you to buy your children, especially if you got children in high school, things like that. A Chromebook is good because for the simple fact, with Chromebook, you're not able to go into certain sites that kids shouldn't be on. So, it might be a way to do it. It's a way to do everything, right? But I know the Chromebook I had, it won't let you do none of that, and I like that. But it wasn't strong enough to do what I was trying to do. So when I got the Chromebook, the first thing I started off on, I did research, and I ended up getting it was StreamYard. I started on StreamYard. Now, those of you that want to do live streaming and things like that, get StreamYard. If you want to start off, um, if you got a Windows computer, you can use StreamYard. If you got an Apple, you can use it too. But for Apple, I prefer something else. I'll tell you about that in a second. But start using StreamYard, and StreamYard is very, very, very easy to use. I mean, everything from like your overlays, if you want to type and have stuff scrolling through at the bottom of the screen and things like that. If if it's free, but if you want to remove the watermark, their watermark logo with the duck on it for StreamYard, their logo, you have to do the paid prescription. Subscription for that. And but it was great. I used StreamYard in the beginning of everything, but then I wanted to level up with some things. So I started out just using the regular mic. I just had to the laptop. That's all I was doing, just the laptop. You couldn't hear the background and none of that. Then I ended up getting a Blue Yeti mic, which I don't use no more, but I'm gonna have to find some use for it somewhere. Maybe when I go out, I can take that with me because it picks up sound everywhere. But um, I started out with the Blue Yeti mic. I think it's the Nano or something like that. But I started off with that one, and then after that, I went into I went got me a Windows computer, HP, and I continued to do the things I was doing. But when I bought the HP, I didn't know anything about Ecamm Live and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? I need to get a Mac. So I ended up getting me a MacBook. And let me tell you, Macs are Apple MacBooks are expensive, especially when you're getting one that got all the bells and whistles to it. It's very expensive, but they do have versions now like these M2s, um, these MacBook Air, the one they just came out with this year, a couple of months ago. They got the M2 chips in it, and I think that it might be a great one to use if you're going to be doing live streaming because it's so much power with it. But I ended up getting a MacBook. Once I got the MacBook, I started getting into Ecamm Live, and that's what I use now. That's what you see me using, and everything like that. I end up my camera. I went from using the regular camera on my MacBook because those cameras that give you that, that blur, that dreary little look. I don't like the look to it. It looked like a web camera, right? But some web cameras are getting better. Even the one on my computer I have now, it shows a little bit better, but it's not better than this DSLR camera that I have. And that camera is a Sony A6100. That's the camera I have now. These cameras now, especially like when I bought mine, you can buy it between $600, $500, 599, somewhere to like 800 or something like that. And then they start going up to close to 1,000, depending on if you're getting bundles and things like that on Amazon, or if you can buy from places like Best Buy and things of that nature. But when I got my camera, it was close to $1,000 for my Sony DSLR camera. But they are amazing cameras. They are great for live streaming. Other people use Canon. I think it's the M50s or something like that. But I don't know too much about Canon. I just stuck with what I got and what I did a lot of research on, which was the Sony 6100, A6100. Now they got other ones that are very good and things like that, but it also come down to the lens that you use too. And the lens I use is 1650. All right, but it shows great. And lighting is a key thing too. A lot of people don't know that lighting is a key thing um, if you want your pictures to come out clear and everything like that. And look how mine is looking right now. Lighting is a key. All right, because you can lighting which you when you use lighting with certain cameras. All right, and your lenses, you need certain lighting. Your lens need to be able to uh, let in a certain amount of light to be able to give you a better picture. That's the only way I can use it. I don't know all these different terms and stuff like that. Like I told you, I'm not a tech guy. I'm not a camera guy or anything like that. I just did the research on these things, and when I was doing the research, I started finding videos that can help walk you through the steps. All right. And when I started looking at those videos and I walked through the steps with the people along with it, when I was in my room doing these things, and it came out right. So I'm telling you, it do work. But it's gonna take some research. It's gonna take some time because mine actually took. Man, let me tell you, I started right at 2020. Pandemic first hit real bad, and when it got real bad and people was going wild buying up all the tissue and things like that. I think I started in March of 2020, and it took me 2 years, all right, to build up to where I got. It took me 2 years because of the expensive the learning curve and all that. And so I got newer lights. I got this GVM light. If y'all can see this, sometimes they be in my glasses, but I learned about that and how I can go to it. Green screens, I had to learn about how to use green screens, how to light green screens and things of that nature. But it turned out right. And then I upgraded my mic. I went to a Shure mic because I love this sound that Shure these Shure mics give out. I think just the MV7. I got that one, and then with the boom arm to go with, I got a boom arm, the Elgato boom arm, and it's great. There's some other great ones out there. So some of these things you can get by with. You don't have to you don't have to buy expensive products to be able to go live and things. You don't have to do it, but you can buy things that can get you by until you want to level up and do things in a different way. Even on this, I tell anybody if you want to do live streaming, get Ecamm Live. No, I don't get paid to promote them. I am not a person that normally promote things like that, but if I am gonna, promote things, I would tell you things that I know work for sure and things that I stamp and approve on it. Ecamm Live, you have to have a Mac, all right? You have to have an Apple product to use this. You can't do it on Windows. It's not for Windows. It's only for um the Mac, all right? The OS. I mean the iOS, I think. iOS. I might be telling you wrong. But I know you can't use it on nothing else but a Mac, all right? And you can use it on the laptops. I have like I said, I have a MacBook 16-inch that I gave to my wife, which she don't use. I'm trying to take that back now, but I'm gonna help her get along to it. And I got her set up going, and I'm trying to get only thing I have to get is another camera to be able to for hers can show clear like mine is showing, and then hey, we good to go. Cause she got the mic and everything, we good to go, and the lights and all that. So we just need another camera. And once I get that camera, you're gonna see a whole lot more because I'm big on quality. One thing about it, if you tune in to hear somebody, especially churches, let me say that to the churches that's out there doing live streaming and things like this, and this can go for anybody. If you are doing live streaming at your church and the choir singing and they are real loud, 9 times out of 10, that person that's watching you is gonna cut off. They're not gonna watch it anymore because for the simple fact it's too loud and it's gonna get to a point saying I can't take that. Or if you are doing a video and it freezes up a lot, or like you talking and then you on another part, by the time it come back on, it's choppy, just real choppy. They're not gonna want to watch that either. But the thing is, it could be on your end, but then it also can be on their end too because of certain devices that they are using to try to watch it. All right. So all those things come into place, and it's not that if you're gonna be entertaining to a point, especially if you're doing live streaming and things like that, or you want to be spreading the word of God, or doing things to talk to people, to reach people, doing outreach over social media sites and things like that, it is a good thing to have your stuff to a point where people can see you, understand you, and have things that you can do, with visual things. Like on this one, I don't know if I got anything queued up or things like that, but I can put something on there right quick. Right quick. Let me see. Can I just do that right fast? Just want to show you something. Like if I wanted to do, let's say, a logo. Hold on. Let me see if I could do this while I'm on here. I know I can, but all right, this one right here. So I just put that on the screen, right? I just moved my screen around. So I'm taking this logo. If I want to like, certain things that you can add to it. If I was doing my podcast right now, which is Road to Hope, I could put it on there to the side, or I could have it, you could do different things to it. You can have it fly in or fly out. Say, for instance, if I want to do this and I turn around and say, hey, all right. Now I want to pop it back in. Things like that. If you want to just, it's little simple things that you can add um to your um to your broadcast while you're doing it, and make it just look, professional and things like that. It don't take a lot, but it do take time and research. That's the most you have to do. Time and finances, all right? Because in order to get quality, you're gonna pay for it, all right? You're gonna have to pay for it if you want quality things, all right? But the thing about it, you can work your way up to that, all right? You can work your way up to it, and then get comfortable, be able to talk into the mic, things like that, learning all type of other stuff. I end up getting a Zoom. I know a lot of people use Rodecaster, and I never tried one, but I hear a lot of people talk about Rodecaster, and I think they just came out with a Rodecaster too, for to do their mics and sounds and things like that. I give you a demonstration on it in just a bit, but I end up getting a Zoom PodTrack P8. Now, the reason I went with this one, it has a six mic input. You can change it from dynamic mic to to the mic like I have right now. Um, I'm not sure what they call that, but anyway, look, you can use six mics to it. It has the digital part on it that show you your levels and everything. You can turn it up, turn it down. You can record if you want to do podcasts and go out and record people like interviews and things like that. You can record and do all that, and then come back and do what you want to do to it. But I end up getting this one. This is the one that I end up going with, and I like it. It make different sounds. You can add stuff in there. Just say, for instance, like if you was saying, "Oh, okay, at this moment, we're finna get ready to go into, we're finna go into the." All right, the game of the day is you name it. All right, so you could do things like that and just add in sound and stuff like that. That's using my Zoom PodTrack P8. You can do that, and it has other stuff in there that you can use. It's another one. These are the ones. These are ones that came with it, all right? But I also can use Ecamm Live to do that as well. Like if I want to say, let's give somebody a hand, the person that's watching this, let me give you a hand for being on with me. All right. So by doing it, or if you're a DJ, somebody like to play music, you be saying, okay, let me see if I could put on something. If you was playing music or things like that, you can put some on. So like if you was doing things like that, Ecamm Live is good for that too. So there's a lot of things that you can do with using Ecamm Live, and all that is from your desktop. So I really like it. I really do like it. And I mean, there's so much that you could do, but it takes time. You're gonna have to have if you're gonna be using a DSLR camera, you're gonna have to have you a HD 60, or that's what I use, HD 60 S Plus, which is a capture card. I say use the Elgato capture cards. They are excellent. I have no problem out of it. Knock on wood, I have no problem at all. And this is going on 2 years since I had it. So there's certain things I can give you a list of, and maybe I'll make a video. But this whole purpose of doing this right here was just to see, could we go live and how long could we be able to do it? And it is 24 minutes. We're 24 minutes, and I haven't had an issue at all. So maybe I messed around and did something to make it work. I don't know, but it's going great. So yeah, it's a lot of things that you can do if you want to do podcasting. If you want to do live streaming, if you're trying to do things from home, which is for business, church, and things like that, nothing wrong with leveling up, um, doing things in the type of way that you want to do. What you hearing that music in the background, that is Ecamm Live, and I actually downloaded it and put it in my sound effects on Ecamm, and I could just go through it and pick out whatever music I want to play for to be in the background. Um, and I could turn it down where you can hear me more and just have it in the background playing stuff like that. Just to enhance it. Um, yeah, you can go to all type of um, different things like that. It also has sound effects. Um, One I use for campfire talks. A lot of people don't know about that, but campfire talks is something that I'm actually working on, just doing recordings, just talking about life and things like that. And I'll be putting it out, sharing it with others. But I use the fire and everything sound for to do the campfire talks. So um, it's just different things you can use to level up and get everything good. Green screens. I think I have a yeah. I think I had a Elgato green screen too as well. The one that you pull down. So and they have one that you can that come from the floor and you pull it up. And they have one you can mount, pull it down. Very easy to use. Um I don't know the sale prices on these things right now, but I know they was cheap and then now they start shooting up because of everybody was getting into doing live streaming and things from home, work from home. Some people needed stuff to level up with their jobs. A lot of people was talking to clients and things like that um, by using live streaming, Zoom and things like that. So yeah, so that's where we at. That's where we at. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But one day, as far as you probably wonder what type of computer you use right now. The computer I use is a Mac Studio. I use a Mac Studio, the ones that just came out this year. I upgraded from um, my MacBook. It's powerful, but the one I got now is way more powerful than my MacBook, and I end up getting the display as well. So um, that's my new setup and everything that I have to use to be able to do the things that I need to do. And it's been working. It's been working. Now there are some things out there that's very expensive, but all you have to do is just find out what you want to do. Find out what you want to do. Do the research on it, and once you do the research on it, um, turn around and look up videos, and then start going out there looking up product. Amazon, Best Buy, places like them. The only two places that I was using, Amazon and Best Buy, because I was finding good deals at those places. And you can start doing research on the products, stuff like that. Go to some of these, go to the store like Best Buy, see if they got anything on display that you can actually just use to get a good feel of it and to get hands on with it, and go from there. Um, I recommend if you're gonna get a Mac and you need a keyboard. Just say for instance, if you're using a display screen, things like that, get the wireless ones because you can actually move them. You can sit back far. Like I can go back farther than what I am from my camera and still be and take my trackpad with me because the trackpad is this one. So I can use see some but you be able to use this trackpad and like you can take it anywhere, just keep it charged. I can go to the other side of the room and still be able to move as long as I can see what I'm doing on my screen. So that's a good thing to use because it's convenient. It's a convenient thing to use. And then plus my keyboard is the same way. It's very thin. I got it charging now because it went dead on me, but it's still good to use. And I'm telling you, everything works out. Everything works out. And then plus on my studio, I went ahead and upgraded my phone and went and got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I use my phone to do a lot of work as well. Like a lot of things I do, as far as like notes and all that, I put that in my phone, and it automatically shoots to my computer. So a lot of stuff I don't have to try to transfer this and that. It's automatically linked to my computer. That's why I went with Apple. Now I'm not saying that you can't use it on Samsung and things like that, because I love Samsung phones. I actually had the Note. I was using the Note for a long time, and I was like, some gotta really come through and blow me out the water to make me, to blow my mind, to make me say, hey, I'm switching phones and things like that. But I end up doing research to see what I was trying to do and what I wanted to do. I end up switching, and now everything is linked. And you probably can hear one of my children in the background cutting up something happened. They disagree with one another. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about. Actually supposed to be doing a Bible study video tonight. The only reason I haven't been doing them because I couldn't go. Every time I went live on Facebook or on YouTube, it was cutting me out. So a lot of things I have to record and then upload it to whatever platform I want to use. So tonight I'm gonna try to go ahead and do one and upgrade it. If not tonight, I will do one tomorrow. But I'm glad to know that the video work. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this on here or not. I might delete it, but who knows? If it might be good information for you, just type it in the comment section and put a good information. But I do want to try to bring you some more things to try to be able to help you in different areas if you are wanting to do live streaming, if you are wanting to get into that, if you wanted to get into doing video and all that. One of my things, like I just showed you, that Rope to Hope podcast. This is a podcast that me and my wife, I started out with. I'm trying to get my wife to come on in and do it with me. I have 2 videos on there. I haven't been able to do those lately because some of our shows is going to be live, but a lot of it's going to be recording. But I want to do the live because I'm set up to do it and have the phone calls come through. Speaking of phone calls, let me give you this. If you are trying to get into podcasting and you want to do video calls, you need your Rodecaster Pro or get what I got, which is the Zoom PodTrack P8, because you can actually hook your phone up to there and your headphones, all this stuff into one thing. And then I want to show you, but I don't want to move it. But let me see, can I peek it right quick because it's right in front of me. You know what? I can't move. I put it on one of those sticky things, so it got to stuck to it. That's a good thing because I can't knock it off. But I have to show you next time. But look it up, Zoom PodTrack P8. All right. I end up getting this thing for sale because they actually was like, I think it was like $5.99, but they went on sale at Guitar Center and they forgot to remove the sale price. And let me tell you, I got that cut in half. They forgot to remove the sale price, and I end up saying, hey, but y'all got it for that. And he said, we got to honor that. And I was like, thank Lord, thank you. Because, man, I didn't want to pay no $600. And I ended up getting that thing cut it was on a sale. So I ended up getting a great deal on it. And I brought it on home and started using it. But if you want to be doing podcasting and you want people to call in, don't use your phone number. All right. Don't use your personal phone number. Go get you a Google number. All right. I have a Google number. I forgot the number to it, but I have it in my phone. But it's when they call in, they can call that number and be able to go straight to you. All right. They go straight to you, and it's separate from your personal number. And guess what? It's free. It's free. So that's a good thing to use. Get you a Google number and use that to be able to separate what you're doing in the podcast or social media world from your personal number, right? And everything will work out. Let me remove this. Yeah, but I just removed it. Oh, that's great. Yeah, but you could do things like that as well too. So and then I can bring it back. So therefore, it's a lot of things that you could do. It's a lot of ways that you can level up. It's a lot of things you could do to make your podcast, your live streaming, your church events, things like that that you do. If you want to put on the screen while the preacher is preaching, if you saying, just say for instance, they get up to offering time and people online watching, and they want to do Givelify, they want to do cash app, things like that. You can put that information, have the information come across the screen. It's really simple and easy. But is it work? Yes, if you want certain things to look a certain way, it's gonna take work to do. Because for the simple fact, use Canva. Use Canva for that. You can go on there and design things, help design things, get stuff right. And plus, you don't have to do a lot with it. Some of them are already fixed up real nice, and you just add in, take away these, take away that, add these, add that. Post your pictures, things like that, crop outs and all that. You can use that to do what you want to do. That's what I use on a lot of mine. But I also use another app too to do cropping and things like that with my pictures. But I mainly frame everything that I'm doing through Canva. And you will like it. So check it out. I guess I'll get back with you all, and hopefully this thing continue to work. All right, just continue to work. And I don't know who you are that's watching. I see that person on there. I don't know who it is. It was a test run, but since I saw you on there, I'm just talking to you. I guess. But I hope that maybe I done said something that can help you in any type of way. You're welcome to come on anytime. Check out other videos that's on IAM, which is Inspiration and Motivation Network, where you can say I am Inspiration and Motivation Network. You can check out other videos on there as well. You can check us out. Check me out, Charles, Elder Charles E. Terry Jr. on Facebook. I'll be changing a lot of things, but I'll be giving you the information as we make a change and all that. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for helping me do this test. All right. Until next time, peace, love you. Have a great rest of your day. God loves you more.